All right, so EA has been going at it again. Stuff with microtransactions that resulting in backlash. If you guys do not know, the game College Football is coming out. College Football 27, I believe, that is going to be releasing. And what has happened is there's been a lot of controversy and backlash in regards to one of their modes and involving microtransactions. We have been seeing this issue happen for a pretty good amount of time in the game industry, especially for single player games, having stuff locked behind a paywall, whether it's like music, parts of gameplay, things like that. So here we have somebody that made I believe a TikTok or a short pretty much about EA Sports college football releasing tomorrow, and everyone that has got it by early access to the game found out that EA Sports has added microtransactions, and people are not happy about it, and people want to get refunds for this whole thing. So let's hear what this person has to say.
EA Sports just pulled the dirtiest move they could have ever done. And everyone, and I mean everyone, is absolutely pissed about this. So if you've been keeping up with College Football 27, you would know that the Dynasty mode got a huge overhaul this year. You got NIL deals, coaching carousels, and actually ADs who are looking over your shoulder while you're coaching. It looked on paper to be really cool. Like, good job. EA actually listened. And in beta testing and creator testing, this looked super cool. Everybody loved it. But EA Sports was hiding a dirty little secret that they didn't want to unveil until the game actually released. To max out your coach in Dynasty mode, you need 2.5 million XP. However, one national championship gets you 16,000 XP, and most of the other XP you'll get is from recruiting visits. And people are estimating that it's going to take you about 20 to maybe 60 full seasons to get your coach to level 100. I don't know about you, who the hell has time for that? But here's the thing, if you want to skip all that, all you got to do is just pull out your wallet and EA Sports will let you happily buy your way to level 100. And because of all of this.
So yeah, basically what has happened is a lot of people are pissed off about it. That first of all, it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because it's like, okay, you want to grind, you know, if you want to get your character, your coach to level 100, which is the max level, I assume, is that you have to put the time in, put the work in. Many people are busy, you know, they're working, things like that. They do not have the time to do that. They said it's 60 seasons, so that means you probably have to play the mode 60 times, I believe, in order to get your coach to a level 100. Now, for me personally, I don't see much of a problem to that. Maybe they can adjust the XP a bit, so you get a little more XP, instead of, you know, doing that 60 seasons. Probably cut it down to 30 maybe. But again, I don't really play football, so I can't really, you know. Now the thing is, that's the problem, is that this mode is single player. You're not playing against other people or anything like that. It doesn't really have an online component to it. You are playing it offline pretty much. And if you want to skip all that stuff, and I think this is still one of those bad practices, especially for microtransactions, is that like, oh yeah, so if you just want to skip the stuff, you can just pay the $100, pay whatever, how much money it is, just to skip all the stuff, and you already be at your level. To me, that just always hurt video games, because this is where we have people that would come in and say, oh, there's no content in the game and things like that. Like, that is something I've always asked a lot of people when it comes to video games and content, things like that, especially when they have battle passes. Like when people say, oh, like Helldivers 2 doesn't have content in there, and it's like, they have the war bonds and things like that, but they don't have any, like, there's no content. And it's like, oh, did you finish the war bonds? Like, yeah. And it's like, okay, that one you put time in. Actually, I take that back. You put time in. Call of Duty, let's put that, Call of Duty and Battlefield, right? When they say, oh, the battle pass, there's so much, like, I already got all the stuff in the battle pass. Some people are saying, like, with Call of Duty, they're like, oh, I already finished the battle pass and everything like that. And it's like, okay, did you grind the levels and go through it, or did you just pay up front? Because there are people that do that. They will just pay everything up front, to just already have all the items and things like that, and already have the content unlocked for them, instead of like grinding and put the work in. That's like one of the big problems that I have when it comes to those microtransactions and single player games. First of all, I will say this: if it is a free to play game, I won't I don't mind having microtransactions, having battle passes in there. It doesn't make you gotta make your money back some way, somehow. But if you are selling a game, I don't care if it's $40, I don't care if it's $70, I don't even care if it's $100. That should not be in the game. It should not. It shouldn't be something that is that gives you a better advantage, I guess you would say, in the game. Now it is it is an issue because it's like it does contradict a bit because it is a single player, like I said, single player offline. So it's not like it's going against anybody else, but the more people that are going to be buying this, the more that the companies are going to say, oh, this is okay, right? But then later on you're going to hear issues from the same people saying there's not enough content. That's where I'm going with this whole thing, is that there's not going to be content, there's not enough content in the game and stuff, and then people get upset about the game saying that there's not enough content because people decide to buy a full-on battle pass and be immediately bored. Like you unlocked the content already. Like when you say there's no content, it's because you bought the content. That's what it was. I still remember this with First Descendant, where First Descendant, like, it's a very grindy game. It's there's a lot you got to put into it. But the thing is, you could just spend real money on tokens and everything and buy all the stuff that you need to buy, and then you'll have like an OP character, or you'll have all the characters that you need, or the guns that you need. And there are people that were complaining about that, and I was like, well, you bought all the stuff, so that's why you'd be upset. If you didn't buy the stuff and you were just grinding it, it'd be a whole different story. Helldivers 2, let's go back to that, for example. Helldivers 2, yeah, you could buy the war bond credits, 1,000 war bond credits for, I think, like $10 or $20, right? Or you can go look for them in the game. But when it goes it ends there. There's no, you can't purchase all the items in the war bonds or anything like that. You have to earn medals by doing major orders and like other side orders and things like that, and also complete missions in order to get your medals. You can't purchase medals or anything like that. So Helldivers 2 did it right. Anyway, I digress. I keep going. I'm just like rambling on. But anyway, going further in here, there's more from Benny Yinzer. Said this about college football. They said you would have to win the national championship every single year for the next 150 years to max out your coach in college football 27 for free. Or you can just pay EA $99.99, paying that $100. They said that I own this game and I'm not touching it until it gets fixed. It's Dynasty mode, single player. I'm not playing against anyone. And last year there was a setting for exactly this: fastest, and now it's gone. Deleted, replaced with a price tag on the same thing. Road to Glory got it worse. Taking a created player from a 50 overall to an 80 overall runs about $50 against a coordinator who isn't even real. They said a creator name. I'm gonna mess this up. Like, I'm gonna mess up the name, but this person's name here. Okay, this person right here. Make sure to check them out. They said that somebody who's defended this franchise for years messaged EA, an EA developer, and asked if the fast settings got pulled on purpose. Got ghosted. Not a yes, not a no, just nothing. And then not the expert YouTube, another guy who has been fair with the franchise for years, called it heinous. And when your own defenders start reaching for that word, EA should be worried. Yes. Even you can have all the people that are considered the shills, the shills. If they are speaking up about an issue with the said product or company, that is a huge problem. Anyway, going further, they said, who sits in a meeting and signs off on charging a grown man $100 to beat a computer faster? I can't get there. Ultimate Team, fine. There's always been pay to win, which I still think is a terrible thing for video games. You know the deal. This one's different. Call it what it is: a cover charge, a VIG, I guess you'd say, a valet fee for a video game you play alone. It's disgusting, and the wildest part is they are betting nobody would actually sit down and do the math on 150 years, which is crazy. Yeah. So then that the same YouTuber right here when they put their stuff out, they actually got a response to it. So then they said that EA has responded. They said, but sounds like they are not. Sounds like they're going to stand firm on now and double down on the changes with microtransactions. They're also using creators to push their messaging without making a statement themselves or addressing anything. Have the creators and the shills do their work. I guess you'd say their bidding. They said that the core coach level progression is unchanged from college football 26. True, but normal is way too slow, and you removed two faster settings. They acknowledged faster coach progression was removed from Dynasty. Zero update on a plan to bring it back. Zero mention of removing XP sliders from Road to Glory either. Continuing to monitor community feedback, basically meaning we don't want to make a change because we think it'll blow over. LMAO. I can't believe that. I can't believe this is the response college football team is making. Do better, college esports. And you see the things here, and they were talking about here's the key facts and things like that, which I still think is crazy. Look at that. Fast and faster progression was removed from online and offline, or online and offline Dynasty, which is insane. Let's see, current status, continuing to monitor community feedback. Well, speak of the devil. Well, this is what happened. Before it came out, there's already an issue with it. So this is from EA, from college football themselves, from EA Sports. And it says, happy college football launch week. They said, thank you for your continued passion and for the incredible response to college football 27. They said that we love this game and the support. College football is and always will be about sights, sounds, pageantry, traditions, and atmospheres of Saturday. Sorry. In college football 27, we aspire to deliver the deepest experience to date with all new Dynasty blueprint, new positions to Road to Glory, and the best college football gameplay yet. However, your feedback on Road to Glory and Dynasty is that we missed the mark with the introduction of paid progression options. Well, I think the thing is because nobody actually wanted that. That's the thing. That's what they were asking. Like, who put this in there? We didn't want that. When people were doing beta tests and things like that, when they got invited to do the tests, apparently that wasn't a thing. That wasn't in the game. And then out of nowhere they put it in the game. You know, so it's a slimy move to do. Let's see here. So anyway, this was also added independent of deeper mode progression with the aim to give players more choice. But what you have said is that they are not adding the value we intended. Sorry, it's pretty late at night. So then they said tomorrow morning, and this was on the 10th. So on the 11th, they said we will remove all paid progression options from Road to Glory and Online Dynasty. An unfortunate side effect of removing paid progression is that players that have college point balances that already bought it in their wallets will not be able to apply the balances in Road to Glory or Dynasty. So jump in between now and then to apply your points. So hopefully the people that have bought it and everything, they already applied their points. If not, that's gonna suck. There's gonna be more backlash for that. It's gonna be insane. Our goal for live service plans in college football 28 and beyond will be to deliver valuable features and content with greater transparency and communications. Again, we shall see how that goes. It is EA. I will say the same thing with Ubisoft. I will say the same thing with a whole bunch of other games, other studios that really focus on microtransactions. I will say that. Let's see here. They said that we are moving fast to respond to your feedback in game. So stay tuned for the follow-up communication next week, where we'll take you through more design details and share our goals for college football 27. We love this game. We love this community. We love college football. College football 27 is our third and best college football ever, and we can't wait to see you on the field. Your dev team. So, yeah. Again, it's another case of the studio of game studios not wanting to listen to, the community, the consumers of like what they would like to see in a game, what they do not like to, what they would not like to see in the game. It's just one of those things where I'm glad that they addressed it. You know, it probably took a day or two, but I'm glad that they got it all settled and changed it up. Now the thing is, there are some people that are happy about it. There are some people that aren't happy about it. Some people are talking about like, you know, like why, like there's some people that are pretty mad. That are like, I don't get it. Why? I have a lot of stuff, you know, like I want to buy it. I want to do this. I want to do that. So why remove it? Type of thing. And again, it's just the whole thing when it comes to microtransactions and things like that. It's like, sure, yes, you can pay for it, have the things done, but then again, people complain about that afterwards when like there's not enough content. It's just like when you see people, and I'll be part of it too, because I am a content creator. We see content creators, YouTubers, streamers, that play games nonstop, you know, 8-12 hours a day, and beat a game, or like they get all the stuff that they need, like in arc raiders, like in marathon stuff like that, and they say, oh, the game is boring because there's no more content. And it's like, well, you play the game 8 to 10 hours when this person that works a 9 to 5, you know, they don't, you know, they get to play the game whenever they have a chance to. It's one of those numbers. Same thing for like very grindy games like The Division, when people are like, oh, I got all my overpowered gear for like all my levels, and I'm level like 20,000 something, you know. It's like, well, you played the game nonstop and you probably played for like hours on end each day, right? Compared to somebody that, again, only has like a few amount of hours to play the game, type of thing. So that's all I wanted to say about this. When it comes to just, again, video games and everything, the microtransactions, single players don't need it. They don't need it. I talked about this, I believe, on a stream with Assassin's Creed Shadows. They had a battle pass, and it's like, well, somebody told me, they're like, well, it's just a cosmetic type of thing. I'm like, but the thing is, when it comes to like, I would understand having a store. Let me put it that way. I would understand having a store, and it's like, okay, here's a cosmetic for this item at a store. Having a battle pass, there's always something that is going to be needed, like an item or something like that, that's going to be needed, and it's behind a paywall because you have to pay to get that battle pass. That is the problem, because if people are like, oh, it's just cosmetics, why don't they just do, instead of battle pass, cosmetics and battle pass, why don't they just put it in the store? That's what I don't understand. That's the only difference between store stuff, like stuff in the store, and the battle pass. Because there's something with battle pass lately, with battle pass items in games, it's needed somewhere in the future. That's gonna help you out. So anyway, that's all I got for this video. Let me know what you guys think about the whole microtransactions and EA and college football. Are you guys playing college football? Let me put it that way. And also, let me know your guys' thoughts about microtransactions in single player offline games. What you guys think about it? Do you not care? Are you against it? Are you for it? I'd like to hear everybody's discussion. So anyway, Salvage Channel. See you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.